Good morning, students. As we are learning 9th standard lesson from subject science, which is life processes in living organism. In the last lecture, we have seen transportation in plants. In that, we have seen two conducting tissues were there, xylem and phloem. Xylem was for conduction of water and phloem was for conduction of food material. Okay, so today we will learn about transportation of water in plants. So our subtopic is transportation of water in plants. Today we will go in deep about this subtopic. Okay, so what happens? These xylem, as we know that water conducting tissue is xylem. Water is conducted with the help of xylem. Okay, means xylem will conduct the water. So as we know that water will be absorbed by the roots. So for that we will do an activity. I am explaining you. So you have to take a beaker, for that a glass beaker, and a plant which have roots intact to it. Okay, this beaker will contain water and stain. This beaker will contain water plus stain. This stain can be safranin or eosin. What this stain do? They color the cells. So you will be able to visualize what effect is going to happen there. So you have to add stain. Which one? Safranin or eosin. Okay. Safranin is red in color. So if you add safranin, what will happen? Or eosin, whatever. As I told you that you have to take a plant which have its root intact to it. So this will be our plant. You have to fix this plant with the help of a stand. Suppose this will be the stand. Here we have fixed it. We will label it. This is plant. This is our stand. This is beaker, glass beaker, and in this water we have added eosin or safranin. So after 2 to 3 minutes, what you will observe that these root cells are becoming reddish in color. Then thereafter this reddish color will go upwards. Means this is showing the movement of water from the downward direction to the upward direction. Then this stem, these leaves, the veins of these leaves will be reddish in color. So what is happening here? Transportation of water is happening and we are visualizing it with the help of this stain. Means here, as this water molecules moves upward, this water contains eosin or safranin, which is red in color. That's why the cells are also getting red as the water is conducted upwards. Okay, means this was about the absorption of water. So we will go in deep. This was absorption of water. will go in deep about this absorption of water with the help of roots. I am explaining you with the help of diagram. You watch that video, then thereafter we'll focus on the next part. Okay, thank you.
So students, here we will learn about absorption with the help of roots. As these root cells, you can see in the diagram, root cells are absorbing water as well as they will absorb minerals from the soil particles. As you can see in the figure, soil particles are there. From that, these root cells will absorb water as well as minerals from the soil. Okay, then these water and minerals will enter into the root cells. As these root cells will become solvent, means turgid. That's why these turgid cells exerts pressure on the nearby cells or the adjacent cells. Means whichever the cells will be besides those root cells, they will exert pressure on them. Okay, then what will happen? This pressure is referred to as root pressure. Then water and minerals reach the xylem of the roots, and to reduce this difference in concentration, they are continuously pushed forward. Okay, means to reduce the concentration, they are pushing it forward. Because of this continuous movement, as you can see in the figure, the arrows are shown. From water and minerals are going into the root cells, then thereafter cortex, and they are finally reaching the xylem. Xylem, we know that in the last lecture we have seen that xylem is a conducting tissue which conducts water. Okay, that's why this xylem will ultimately reach into the water molecules will ultimately reach xylem cells. This pressure is sufficient to lift the water up in small plants like shrubs and small trees also. Okay, means this was about the absorption with the help of roots. Means how this water it's absorbed from the soil and it is to be transported to the conducting tissue, whichever will be the messenger, whichever will be the transporter. That cells have to provided the water molecules. That's why as xylem is a water conducting tissue, these all these cells means the water and minerals will go from soil, then will enter the root cells, then after root cells, as the water will be absorbed, as you know that when resins are kept inside water, they will bulge, they will become turgid, and they will exert pressure on their walls. That's why they here also same case is there, they will exert pressure on the adjacent cells, and this pressure is referred to as root pressure. And because of this pressure, water and minerals reach xylem of the roots, which are conducting tissue of water. And to reduce this difference in concentration, as concentration difference is there, for reducing this concentration, they are continuously pushed forward. Okay, and because of that continuous movement of water, a water column is formed which is continuously pushed forward, means from soil up to xylem. This pressure is sufficient to lift water from where? From soil to xylem up in small plants, that is shrubs and small trees. This was all about how the absorption is taken place with the help of roots in plants. Okay, this way we learned that how water and minerals reach up to xylem, and as the water will reach to the xylem, that xylem will conduct that water, means transport that water wherever it is needed. Okay, so this was all about this. If any difficulties are related to this, you can ask. Okay.
So students, as you have seen the video, all the concepts about absorption of water with the help of roots will be clear. As you know that these water molecules as well as minerals were absorbed from the soil, and with the help of root pressure it was pushed forward and ultimately reached to the xylem, which is a conducting tissue. Okay, and that xylem will conduct water throughout the plant body. Okay, so last part of our lecture is about homework. So your homework is, you have to explain absorption of water by roots. As we have seen in the lecture now, you have to explain it. Okay, thank you.